Welcome to Louis Frank Motorcars. Today I have the pleasure of showing you this 2002 Audi TT Roadster. This TT Roadster is finished off in Nimbus Gray Pearl with a baseball optic interior. This car having the baseball optic interior really makes it super rare. We do these videos here at Louis Frank Motorcars just to give buyers a little bit more insight into the vehicle that they may be purchasing, as well as to show off the overall quality of the vehicles that we buy and sell. As you can see, this car is in absolutely breathtaking condition. Up front, you have a set of bi-xenon headlights actually. Really free from any sort of damage up front. It is very clean. The care that went into keeping this car, which is a one-owner car from brand new, really is incredible. Beautiful set of wheels on the car that came with it when it was brand new. They're a polished aluminum wheel. Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of the times with these wheels that you see online, maybe other cars that you may have looking at, they get pitted, they fade, the polish isn't correct. This car, really, nothing like that whatsoever. The tires in the car are brand new. They're Continental Extreme Contact. They're an all-weather tire. Absolutely fantastic. But as you can see, the condition of this car, the car looks new. And I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, you know, he might be blowing a little bit of smoke saying that this car is in this nice a condition for the amount of miles that it has on it, but it's staggering. It looks like a car with 10,000 miles on it or 20,000 miles on it. It really defies the stereotype high mile car. This car was absolutely obsessed over while the previous owner had the vehicle. Every nook and cranny is clean. There's no scuffs, there's no dings, there's no dents. And believe it or not, it appears to be 100% original paint. It does have an accident-free Carfax as well as auto check. I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing condition car, and also it has such a great option. It's a super rare option for TTs. But to be in this condition when the car's over 11 years old is amazing. Just zooming in here, this is the baseball optic package. It's about $1,000 for this interior. It also has a Bose premium sound system package. But really the first thing everyone who's seen the car so far has said is, wow. The interior is just so unique. As I pull the door back here, it's just so unique. It's in absolutely stellar condition. The stitching is gorgeous. It feels like a one-off car driving it around. The contrast of the two colors, as you can kind of see here, is amazing. Just looking at the condition of the seat, absolutely gorgeous. Very clean car. A little bit of aging there on the leather, on the bolster, that's about it. I mean, really, I wouldn't even call it aging. It's just a crease spot in the seat. But just absolutely fantastic. That's really the only wear on the interior whatsoever. Beautiful leather trimmed emergency brake handle, as well as shift knob that's all matching. in the baseball optic scheme. Also, the steering wheel is done completely in the baseball optic theme as well. Beautiful set of piped floor mats. Just incredible. It's an incredible car. And I think it's an absolute steal at the number that it's at. We're listing this car for $99.95, so it's under $10,000. You do have a glass partition there, wind deflector that rises up between the rear cover here and the roll bars, which are all done in aluminum, which just give it such a beautiful, beautiful look. But incredible condition car. Really, really hard pressed to find one this nice, even with lower miles. It's been completely serviced from brand new. Again, like I said, no accidents, no mishaps, just really stellar condition. But looking down the driver's side here, just looking down the door, the paint looks new. Someone really, really cared for this vehicle. It's not a vehicle that you'll see every day either. Super, super rare option package as well as color combination. This is the 225 horsepower engine. I'm going to actually pop the hood so you can see. But this is the 225 horsepower turbo 1.8 liter. They really just had two size engines in these cars. One was with a bigger turbo, which definitely enhanced the driving aspect of this car. This is actually a Quattro model, so you do have the all-wheel drive system in this car, which is amazing. Which allows you kind of to, instead of having this be a summer car, it really can pick up the slack, and you could drive this car essentially all year in the snow. It really, they really are a great vehicle in the snow, believe it or not. You do have the xenon headlights, like I had said before, with the headlight washers. You see the Quattro badge on the front. I can't stress enough the condition of this car. I really, really can't. It's just, it's immaculate. It's absolutely immaculate. It runs and drives like a new car. As you can see right on the hood here, all the factory stickers are all intact. Whereas maybe a car that's been in an accident or has been painted, you might not have all these factory stickers still on the car. But everything is here from new. The headlights. A lot of the times the TTs, you'll see the clear headlights on these cars. They're all fogged up. They may look a little bit weathered. This car, they look absolutely brand new. Super, super clean. There's some light, and I'm talking light, road rash on this outer fender here of the wheel on both sides. Really, even zooming in probably won't give you a grasp of it. It's very, very minor. It does stick out, so I mean it would make sense that it would be there. Other than that, really nothing to report. There may be a few really, really minor stone chips that you may not even pick up on the camera. There's one or two right there. But other than that, I would say it's an immaculate car. And to say a car with 140,000 miles is immaculate, coming from me, who's incredibly picky with the vehicles that he buys and sells, that's a huge compliment. I'd really love to shake the person that owned this car's hand, just saying what a tremendous job you did keeping the car and keeping it in this condition. I'm going to actually start the car so you can hear it run. But truly a lucky owner who's going to buy this car. Very, very lucky person. There are no pixels out on this car whatsoever. Sometimes the center cluster here, right in the middle, has some pixelation. There is none. It looks brand new. Close the door here. But all the pixels light up perfectly. All the gauges work perfectly. There is no lights on. That's actually the emergency brake that I can release right there. But as you can see, 140,000 miles. Again, looks like a 20,000 mile car. Hard to believe, but if you don't believe me, come down and take a look. We're at 7 Canal Street in Medford, Mass. Come take it for a ride. Come take a look at it in person. It's incredible. You have the beautiful Bose sound system, heat and air conditioning controls. This also does have heated seats, which are right up here. Traction control system. This actually closes down here. It's a beautiful aluminum cover for the radio. Just fantastic. Sitting in the driver's seat here really feels like $40,000. But put the xenons on for you to take a peek. Just a super conditioned car. Again, we're Louis Frank Motorcars. We're in Medford, Massachusetts. You can see those beautiful xenon headlights. There's not a bulb out on this car. Really. I put a couple hundred miles in the car myself, and it was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure to drive. Our number here is 781-771-8722. My name is Louis Marinello, and if you have any questions, we would love to have you give us a call. Our website is louisfrankmotorcars.com. You can check out all of our other inventory there. And again, we really appreciate you taking the time to take a look at our car. I can guarantee the first person to come down here and look at this car will buy it. We appreciate any kind of subscriptions to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate that as well. And we hope you had a great time looking at our car. Thanks again, and don't hesitate to call.